You're now listening to Hispanics Causing Panic, baby.
We're going to proceed here, guys. Julio Cesar Martinez.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you something. I'm pumped for this Chocolatito fight.
Man.
I am. It's a fresh fight, new fight. Once again, for everybody that likes to talk about all day, okay, all up on Twitter and Instagram, YouTube, like, oh, there's never any good fights in boxing. Nobody wants to fight each other. Yeah, it's because you're talking about Crawford and Spence all fucking day. That's why.
Thank you.
And you think Joshua and Fury, Crawford, and freaking Spence are the only fighters in boxing. Okay, that's why. It's time to expand your boxing vocabulary. It's time to expand your boxing acumen, your boxing minds, and expand the divisions that you watch. Ladies and gentlemen, the little guys are doing trilogies, rematches, fresh matches. Julio Cesar Martinez about to fight future Hall of Famer Chocolatito, who had a revival. All right. And some feel, most feel, I should say, that he beat Gallo. But the fight could have gone either way, but we're not going to go there. You know what I mean? We're not going to go there. Shout out to Gallo Estrada, who's going to win his match with COVID. Once he knocks COVID out, he'll see the winner of this fight. How about that, okay?
Man.
But here's the thing. Julio Cesar Martinez, high activity, high work rate. Can an old Chocolatito, and I think the answer is yes, he just had a record-setting amount of punches he threw in that fight, but can he do it again? Can the old cowboy do it again? Gringo, to start with you. How do you like this fight?
I love this fight, man. I like it, love it, want some more of it, and I can't wait for it. I'll go ahead and say for me, and I'm sure that somebody will prove me wrong in the chat because that's kind of what happens. But this is the greatest replacement fight of all time. At least in the last 5 years. I mean, how could you have a fight you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it, till like, oh my God,
20 years. Come on, give me 20. How to go from all time to 5 years? Like, you got to give me a quarter century.
All right, so let's go. Let's Gary Russell math. Let's go ahead and go 15 years. How about that?
All right.
Yeah. So, but no, amazing, unbelievable fight. I'm very high on El Rey, and I love to watch him when he fought Manny's boy Arroyo, and
Matt Williams.
That fight unfortunately ended soon, but I told myself, trying to be positive, half man, half disappointment, that by that fight not going the distance or going further is opening up an opportunity where he could fight again sooner than later. And here we are, and I'm so happy. I know he does have to move up from 112 to 115, but man, this is an amazing opportunity. I really do hope that Chocolatito does have something left. Don't get me wrong. I wanted the trilogy probably more than anybody because, the second fight was so amazing. The first fight was so amazing. But to get a fight like this, up-and-coming fighter like El Rey with the action he brings, and he just wants it, and he just brings it. I think it's going to be unbelievable. It's can't miss. I mean, just on paper right now, please no COVID. Please no COVID. Fight of the year candidate. I mean, I must see TV. I'm all over it.
All right, Manny, talk to us.
Well, I'm disappointed I can't see Estrada and Chocolatito trilogy. I was very fan. I was very disappointed after that first, second fight. I think that for my eyes, I think I did see Chocolatito winning, but I gotta agree with Gringo. And I think on paper, this is like the best replacement. Not on paper. I think the best replacement would be Pitbull against Tank Davis. No one expected that Pitbull will fight with him. But I think right now, when you look at on paper what it can bring into the table, it's great. My only concern with Julio Cesar Martinez is that he got caught pretty hard with a less puncher than McWilliams Arroyo. I mean, the problem here is that McWilliams did not know how to really end that fight. Other than that, we would have been talking a different story. But the reality is I don't know if it was COVID. And I've heard a lot of times that we go through COVID. I went through COVID. My recovery is not the same. I'm not a huge athletic guy, like these guys at the elite level. But it seems like something is wrong with them. And I just don't see the same Julio Cesar Martinez. When Chocolatito, you're going to see the same guy every single fight. I don't think he has had COVID, and if he has, I could be wrong. But the reality is that you got the youth, you got the experience. I can't wait to it. You're right, Gringo. This is like the best replacement we probably see on paper, and I'm pretty excited about it. I just hope that I will actually be able to see if Chocolatito loses, will we still be able to see that rematch again for the third
Yes,
time?
that's the beauty of it. Yes.
I'm hoping, because it's a win-win situation. You lose, you win. You win, you win.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Shout out to Nando Llamas. He says, this is the hat in Katsusu. Young Lion retires old Lion. Well, there you go. I mean, that might very well happen.
Yes,
Nancy, talk to us. What do you think about this replacement fight?
Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about when I talk about making sure that we're giving the guys that have, earned it, that have been in the sport, the opportunity, to fight, not going off, recruiting YouTubers, not going off, doing some type of, celebrity, fight. Like this is an example of what I feel we need to see more of. When I get upset and when I see, some of these fighters giving fights, to what I call just the randoms, it's because there's people, like Julio here that are like, vamonos and ready, right?
Yeah.
That have been in the sport and have earned it. So I am excited about that. I'm super bummed. I know we're going to see it. But D-Style, do you remember? I think it was like the last show I talked about is why is it that it's always the main event that gets COVID? Do you notice like it's always like the main event fighters, like the card, estamos bien, and it's the main event that gets the COVID.
Right.
So
Right.
anyway,
you're already starting a conspiracy. They're going to start. Here we go. Like, I heard this girl say, and I heard it on the internet. So it has to be true.
So go back. I'm just saying, go back to all the fights.
Good data, Nancy.
The last 5. Do some stat work on that.
I think it's because those are the ones that are reported. I think because it's the
they got more exposure
with
the BDS, and they got more
but
people.
But even let's
around,
just say there's like a 1 or 2 there on the undercard. I bet if someone does some stat work on that, I might be pretty right. Yeah, well, but going back to the fight, I'm excited. I'm glad that he's getting that opportunity. I absolutely believe, that we're going to have a Chocolatito win here. Not to take away from Julio, but you just, the speed, the experience, him having to move up, will impact him. But this is going to be, just really great visibility. I think that he's going to walk away from the fight, with more fans, win or lose, because he is a great fighter and he has shown to put on a good show. So I think it's a win. Again, it's a bummer we're not getting the trilogy. I know it will come, but this is going to be a really good fight. Like definitely something to look forward to.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to that fight as well. I'm excited about that. I think this is the possible fight of the year candidate, regardless of who wins. So